I know a lot of people want to know. Penelope was a huge fan favorite in season 1. Anything you can tease on her potential return if you'd like to explore that relationship with Josie more?
We have definitely talked about the different ways in which we can keep Penelope alive in the show. And in the short term, we have landed on a humdinger of one that at least makes her presence felt, if not us seeing her in person. I think long term, we want first to see Josie explore her life, her high school world, her family, and her sexuality in its entirety before we go one TPing anyone. But that was a pretty successful character, so with luck we'll be able to keep her alive in the show.
What relationships are you hoping to see explored or even states of mind without hope?
Oh boy, I mean Landon immediately comes to mind because what does Landon even look like without hope, right? Because God, those two are written in the stars in a weird way, and yet it doesn't always work out that way. And so I think that's the truth. It's like life moves on. Like that's the one constant. It's like you go to a funeral for somebody and bury somebody who's been with you your whole life, and then the next day you got to get up and move on. So people do that. And what does that look like on these kids and in the tone of our show? And same thing with Josie, right? It's like in the absence of Penelope, what does her life look like? But hope ripples through everybody. And so how do they look in a world without hope is going to be a very interesting thing.
Can you tease anything about the new characters we're going to be meeting this season?
Yes, we have a lot of great new characters. There's a new sheriff in town, Sheriff Mac, who we sort of named in homage to our beloved Marguerite McIntyre, who played Sheriff Forbes in Command. We have some new Mystic Falls high school kids to replace Dana and Connor, only these two are perhaps a bit nicer, a bit more like maybe you want to be their best friend or their boyfriend or their girlfriend. And they're eventually may die horribly, but depends on how much we like them, you know? We've got a new vampire. We're bringing in an old school throwback, Klausian, Damon-y kind of smoldery vampire who, of course, will not fit in at all with this like super sort of empowered, woke, feminist crew that we live with.
Humans are food.
Yes.
You take what you want in life.
Yes.
Like
take the women you want.
What happens if they don't? Well, you compel them and then you take them. And MG's like, this is not the way the world works. So we're very excited about that story.
Yeah. So those are a couple of the new ones that we're really looking forward to meeting.
Julie, you mentioned a couple times the one characters from the originals into Legacies. Since we got a lot of vampire out of these characters. Should there be the originals cameos on Legacies? Do you have any particular characters in mind?
It's really funny because we just wrote a scene for Aunt Freya, only to discover that that's the exact time window that she's going back to Roswell. So we'll see if we can make it work, but if not, we'll have to, little bring it home. I actually feel like because Hope is our lead and her family, I mean, with some exceptions obviously, is still with us, I would love to see anybody from the originals. I think it's just a matter of how to write that into the story and what way. But there is a scene that exists that may never get shot right now that stars Freya Michelson.
Let's make it happen.
Can you talk about this new monster, this new evil that is coming?
Sorry, the new what?
The new monster.
Oh, well, we've got lots of new monsters. What do you got? You give a little tease.
Well, I mean, we can outright, like, we've always wanted to do a Christmas episode. I don't know if we've ever done it, so I want to see Evil Santa Claus, whether that's a Krampus or what have you. There's so many versions of Evil Santa Claus as it turns out, but, like, for sure we want to do that.
We kind of want to, like, see Cupid around Valentine's Day. We don't know if we will. It's a little too soon to tell.
Or Cupid's asshole brother.
Or Cupid's asshole brother.
Which is part of the mythology.
Feeds on people who are in love, and basically needs to, in order for him to survive, he needs to eat people who are in love. Sort of like that. He's like the anti-Cupid.
Yeah. I mean, then there's just budget too. It's like, can we do a blob? I don't know, but if we could, I would love to do one. It's just like some of these things are technical challenges, and Mark and Heather, who make all the monsters you see, do a really good job. But sometimes it's like, we want to do this, and they're like, we can't do that. And then it's like, we're like, we can't do that, and he's like, I can build that. So it's like you never really know. Like,
Note to self though, a Gorgon is not cheap.
no, Gorgon's surprisingly so.
Not cheap. That was the shock of the century. Yes.
Gorgons cost as much as dragons do.
Gorgon got a Gorgon.
One thing I love about Legacy is how it explores real world issues in that context, especially with the triad and the school regulation.
Yeah.
So what other ways are you hoping to explore real world, like hate and violence, fear?
You know, we are always living in themes of intolerance, the things that divide us, the sometimes self-destructive things that young people can do to fill the hole when they don't know what it is that they're missing, and the way that powerful friendships and powerful relationships can often lift you up out of that. And of course, the show is built on the idea of finding your squad, finding your team, the people that that love you for you and let you be you in whatever form that is. So that is something that we are always going to be doing when we tell our stories.
What made you want to separate Hope from the rest of the group? At the end of this season, was it just, we're doing this and you're going to figure it out in season 2, or was it always the plan to separate her?
The plan was to start with a character who deliberately kept herself out of the social zone, who had lost so much, and who didn't really even understand what her purpose for existence was, because so many people had died in the name of keeping her alive, that we wanted to send her on a journey where she found her own friends and found her squad and found love, and then have to put her in a position where she finally understood her purpose, but her purpose, in her definition of it, meant losing everything that she gained. So that was the plan from minute 1, and season 2 is a very clear fallout of that. When she realizes what I left behind, which a year ago I might have not even cared, it will break me if I can't get it back. Thank you.